Hey folks, how we doing today? It's me again, Shannon Fox here, Devoted Patriots 2 channel. Excuse me. And I want to talk about what's going on right now. I'm talking about the insurrection at the Capitol. But before I get into that, I wanted to catch up a little bit. I didn't do a video yesterday. I was having allergy issues. Still am, but at any rate, here I am. First thing I'd like to say is Jim Jordan yesterday and today got shot down by 20 to 22 rhinos, preventing him from getting the speakership. It's meaning he is going in the wrong direction, actually losing votes instead of gaining votes. He only needs about 17 or 18 of the 22. But at any rate, that's not good. I don't know what they're going to do from this point forward. Maybe he can wrangle some people into his corner over the next day or two. They're going to try to hash it out. There's some other plans in the works where they're trying to put the pro tem McHenry in. Several people are. There's always a coup. Steve Bannon said this morning that his spies in Washington said last night all the lobbyists around Washington were doing their best to coerce several Republicans to go against Jim Jordan and put pro tem Patrick McHenry back in the place for the moment, temporary. But enough about that. I seen that Trump was gagged yesterday, I believe it was, by Beetlejuice Lightfoot's twin sister, Judge Chutkan from D.C. Scary lady. But at any rate, enough about that. If you don't know, there was an insurrection today that happened at the Capitol in the Rotunda, where the public is not allowed to be unless you are a staffer, congressional person, or allowed down there with the press pass. One of the many restricted areas among the Capitol. One of the many areas where people were hauled off to jail for invading or for traveling through on January 6th. So now we have a January 6th insurrection, is what they called it, where people lived, mostly peaceful people, traveled through the building, almost like a sightseeing tour. There was some violence there. We all know what happened. There was some outside agitators that provoked the whole thing, as far as I'm concerned. But before I get off track, let me just say this. What happened today was organized, was planned in advance. They didn't expect to get any kind of reaction. And let me just let you know, some people were arrested, so there was some reaction. But my question is will the J6 prisoners and people that have been persecuted, prosecuted, still rotting in jail behind walking into the Capitol, but even being on the Capitol grounds, will they get any kind of vindication due to the fact that some people have been arrested? Will these people that are being arrested, these Hamas supporters at the Capitol, if I hadn't told you, it was Hamas supporters. Several people were jailed today. Now, my question is, will they catch the trespassing charges? Will they catch the sedition charges? Will they catch the unlawful entry charges? But at any rate, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. I'm over here on Twitter, and I just Googled insurrection, which was the top trending thing for today at this moment. And Marjorie Taylor Greene was live on scene, and she actually had several minutes of coverage of it, some of the better coverage. But I've also got some other footage, if you'll just stick around, show you what I'm talking about. We actually have Rashida Tlaib, Palestinian, not just Palestinian, but Palestinian Hamas terrorists supporting Tlaib outside the Capitol, being a part of the protest. So at this point, will she be sanctioned for it? Will she be kicked off committees for it? Will there be any repercussions? Will she get arrested? Most likely not. But it was definitely what you would call incitement, kind of like the thing they tried to say that Trump did, which they tried to impeach him over, inciting violence. Well, they're calling for a ceasefire. They're basically asking for Israel to stop fighting back. And that is just crazy, bat crap crazy if you ask me. But here's some footage of it. Like I said, I got several clips. Here we go with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Outside, and then we have this happening inside of our building. I'm going to take you guys down so you can see what's happening on the third floor. Literally, they've come in and taken over. This is insanity. This is where the press does all their hits. Of course, they know what they're doing. They always know what they're doing.
Now I'm going to get to another part, folks. There we go. That's the outside view. This is obviously thousands of people.
We will keep sitting in. There is no business as usual.
And that is Democrat politicians, representatives, senators, out there riling this crap on with a microphone and a loudspeaker. So, will these people catch any charges? Will the people that actually entered the Capitol and stepped onto a floor they weren't supposed to, will they catch 18 to 22 years for just being in the building? I would really like to know the answer to that. I'm going to go ahead and show you a little more footage from Marjorie Taylor Greene, and we'll get into a couple more clips down below. They're calling for a ceasefire. They're asking for they're trying to pressure the Congress, and I'm guessing Joe Biden, to convince Israel somehow to stop shooting back, to stop shooting at the Hamas terrorists that attacked him first. Just bear with me here just a second, folks. There's quite a bit of... This actually serves no purpose in our country other than just cause division and I guess to maybe distract security. And if there was a congressional session going on in other parts of the Capitol, on Capitol Hill, and possibly the proceedings were halted due to all these people showing up, well, that's more charges. Because I remember them trying to throw some of these type charges at Trump for inciting, and some of the J6ers for obstructing an official proceeding, I believe is the correct way to put that. But at any rate, I was going to show you a few more little clips here. There's some more idiots going to jail, folks. Take them down, take them down. Alright, we'll go down here. And we got a lot of angry people, folks. No doubt about it. But we've also got Rashida Tlaib, I guess that's how you say her name. She was at the Capitol as well. There is a view of the window. They said a lot of the Capitol Police were organizing to try to deal with the shakedown and the takedown of everybody involved. Here we go. You want to listen to a little bit of Rashida Tlaib, I believe was her name? Yeah.
We're children. You know what's so hard sometimes is watching those videos and the people telling the kids don't cry. And like, let them cry. And they're shaking, and some of you know this, they keep telling them not to cry in Arabic.
I have sympathy for the children on both sides of the fence of that situation over there, but I can't listen to her. Apologize, folks. That's all you get. But like I said, folks, it's all over Twitter. It's all over, fixing to be all over the news. If it's not already started to go that way, it just happened about 2 or 3 o'clock today, I believe, was when the news first started breaking about it. But there's tons of stuff over on Twitter, folks. Go check it out yourself if you want to go read a little bit more about it. Gateway Pundits even got an article about it. I just want to let y'all know that the world's a crazy place, and it is it's getting crazier by the minute. That's all I can say. I hope that these people end up at least at the minimum with the same charges these other guys got. The people that are still locked up in the gulag today. Can we get these people thrown in jail and maybe get 2 years before they're allowed to get a court date, like what's going on with so many of these J6ers? Probably not. Being in D.C., they tend to take care of their own, being it is a Democrat-run city. And you better believe about 90% of the people down there in that protest, whether their heart's really in it for Hamas and the terrorists or not, a good part of them are paid agitators that are radicalized, and maybe for financial reasons, or maybe just because they're crazy and don't love this country. But for the rest of us, we got to, like Dan Bongino says, keep our head on a swivel, pay attention to everything going on around us. Do your best to stay out of big crowds in big cities, especially right now, considering we have got terrorist activities as a good possibility happening in this country in the future, just because of the threat of Iran going to war behind this Hamas situation. Because in reality, Iran would, and several other countries, including terrorist organizations like Hamas, would love to just see us all go down. But enough about that, folks. Everybody try to have a great day. Like I said, stay safe. Don't let this stuff get you down. Maybe we'll get to see a little bit of hypocrisy in action when they decide how they're going to treat these people versus how everybody from the J6 has been treated. That's going to be the big takeaway from this in the end. Just the contrast of exact same actions as far as entering the building, trespassing and things. Will the consequences be the same? That's a magic question, folks. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think will happen. That actually helps the algorithm more than you know. Liking and subscribing and sharing, all that stuff really helps. But if you let me know what you think will happen in the comment section to these 100 plus insurrectionists that were arrested today, tell me what you think, folks, down in the comment section down below. And whoever's got the best answer, I'll put it in a community post tomorrow. Over and out, folks.